Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Excuse me, there is a message for you.
Well, let's see. Welcome to the stream. Holy aura. Okay. I figure, since I'm here, might as well. That is really big. So, that's the roof of my base. Or the base I decided to put in. Since I have the space and not a roof to deal with, I might as well put in something here. I relocated the home so I don't come here and spawn on top of the roof. So anytime I come here, I'm inside in the middle. Oh yeah, I need to put in the walls and room door entries. Let's see. How many was it? 3 on the small ones. Okay. Honestly, don't know why I'm putting a door frames in on every floor, but I might as well. It won't feel fully made without them. Is Hi Destiny, is what loose? Hi Kimberly. Okay. I would never. There's only a few times where I would record something and just upload it. Yes, I am on the server. Ooh. No, not this time. GP. Very funny, King Shamer. I'm on the GPDoes server. The. No, I didn't. I wish I did. I wish I did. If I did, I would be paid. That would be the fun part of it. Paid to be on there. being hassled. Uh, I just said I'm pretty good. So this is what the inside of what I'm working on is designed to like each uh, putting in the walls here so that each room has its own doorway instead of just open to the center. Uh, this is the roof of it, so I outlined the room template by what the ceiling roof looks like. The only difference with the roof template with the room compared to the room template is the big H that goes across the top there. Okay, so no, wrong one. Oh yay. Do I even have the uh game music on? No. Okay. Uh, just a moment. I'm checking something out here. I was gonna put on music and completely forgot to load up the music. I have on my list some 100 soundtracks from each game of Minecraft from the early versions up to the current ones. Oh, I already went through them all. Okay, I just need to shuffle. Okay, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Yeah, that's loud enough. Okay. OCW, Owen, whatever you want to be called, whichever is fine as I'll call you. Uh, I'll be giving a tour of this place officially as soon as I'm done with the walls and decorations I was planning on putting in. So don't feel like I'm holding out on letting you come to me. Okay, there we go. Pizza, pizza, pizza. Stripped pale oak going in between the moss blocks. Oops. You know, I don't think I've ever liked streaming clearing out stuff. Seems a little weird to do it. Kind of like what GP would do. Oh, I'm not doing anything. I don't plan on building it. Let's just clear out some land. It seems a little weird just to stream land clearing and then putting it in dirt. There's one person I follow occasionally on a stream that his whole goal of the current streaming sets that he does is to uh, what is it? Clear out land for a build he's working on that goes from bedrock to the surface. I'm not sure what he was planning on building. Let's see. I think what? King is in the middle of doing PvP stuff, so it's not sure how what I can do to get him to respond any quicker. He's been doing stuff to increase his ability to be ranked better on PvP and going against people at the same time. So, oh, that's what you're doing. Let him win and then just annihilate him, I guess. You know, I actually want to do one thing on here as soon as I'm done with this build. Fix up the a couple of the PvP locations on this server, and instead of worrying about accidentally mining through the okay, no, you just fought him without quitting. Oh, okay. Oh, what I've wanted to kind of do is to grab a bunch of what is it? Barrier blocks and fix up the PvP arenas in this world so that if you end up breaking through the floor of them, you don't fall out of the arena. Yeah, I went one too far. Why? Okay. If I can get the PvP world creative ability, there's a number of things I want to fix up that I can't otherwise fix with survival without referencing stuff. Freaking annoying. Okay, so that goes there, that goes there. Okay. I actually honestly wish I had admin right now on this server. World edit would be nice.
There is a message for you.
You know, if if I did indeed have admin, I would have the ability to roll back griefing if I knew what was griefed. That would really be nice. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, by the time I'm done with this, I'll know exactly how many blocks, quartz blocks, bricks I've used. Oh, seriously want to know how many I put into this build. I could have done a quick check earlier without the frames filled in. It's just, who wants to know based on a partial completion? Do I really want to fill in the rest of the roof or just put glass in for natural light coming down the center? That's what I've been trying to figure out. Okay. So, as a information for those interested, any new treasure chests at bases that are placed in, there you'll get charged for it based on what the item is, uh, the quantity in the treasure chest, and the frequency of the refill. So if you want, like, let's say regular old bricks or stone bricks in it for built as a building block, and a number of the building blocks too, that would be relatively cheap. And it could be refilled hourly if you have a big project that you need that type of block for. And for something like armor sets or weapons, that's gonna cost a little bit more, and yeah. Alright, filled that in, filled that in. Did I really? Alright. I got so distracted thinking, I forgot to go down one on my last. Okay. Yes, paying for stuff sucks. Server doesn't need to get updated. Getting everything to update is a little annoying to deal with. Don't know why it hasn't been updated. The guy had everything set up to begin the process. I never did it, and then now he doesn't have the stuff needed for a proper update. He has to get brand new stuff. So it's either update to what he has or update to the current version. I think he would rather update to the current version over a partial upgrade. Either way. Do 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 ba 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 ba. 2 white blocks, and I'm not paying attention. Okay. Three, 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 three. Do 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 do. Okay, just a minute. I'll be back. I need to double check on something. Uh, I'm back. I'm back. Woo! He's back. Okay, what did I miss? Wait, what's this? Dead voxel Minecraft, what? Minecraft volume beta. Okay. Chords, not true. Since I never know when the glitched up blocks will happen, I need to stop going so quickly. My game balance is up to 558.5 million. Okay. Wait. What am I doing? Got distracted. Again. Oh. As much as I like freehanding stuff, certain things just become annoying when you don't follow something. Honestly, I probably will put in a taller base after I'm done with this. Once I get the initial stuff set up. We have for those who haven't registered on this server before, there's something on here that we use called the Epic Hoppers plugin. Uh, what it does is it gives you a custom hopper with custom settings, customizable settings based on what level it is on. And one of the settings it has is teleportation. You you set up the hopper to teleport to another hopper or some sort of chest or something, and set it to toggle how you want to go about teleporting to that location, whether it be walking on top of it or crouching or interacting
There is a message for you.
in general, and it will send you to that spot. So if I make this place taller to get through that glass roof, I'll put in a teleportation hopper. Okay, two more rooms and I can see how. Oh, okay, I missed it framing. Someone didn't mention this to me. uh, Josh, did you mean to mess up? No. Okay, that's better. Wait a second. What did I do here? Yeah, I am really sidetracked here. Completely ignoring what I'm doing. There we go. We gotta keep building for the sake of building. Uh, uh, people are guessing the world border increase will be done next month, based on how far they are with the bug hunting and upgrading of the systems. Not entirely sure of that, since they don't like giving out dates. Though they will announce that they will be down for part of the day when they do expand it, because they have to make sure that the hardware works with the expansion. Oh, okay. You are able to join? That's good. Might put in some time tonight to do my thing I was been working on doing it. Fixing up an old base. Um, okay, so I don't know if you want to do this, King Shamer. Uh, when I do decide to switch over to Donut, uh, filling in some deep slate might be a little monotonous, but it's doing something. Do I really want fill in the wall to the staircase. I want that spot to be open enough to verify where the staircase is at. Okay. Why did I just do that? Okay. Put the stripped pillow log there. And switch over to red nether brick. Let's see what that will look like on the outside. No. Remove that. Remove that. It's 3, not 4 on the skinnier rooms. Okay. Okay. What am I getting notifications on? How many times will Dr. Donut go and do stupid rhythm games? Jeez. I may have subscribed to him. I didn't expect that to be the ever-continuing short on his shorts.
Excuse me, there is a message for you.
Only man named Oral, RSP Oral. I went through a list of mods yesterday that is being caught on doing SMP login. They have a two attempt system that you can log in before they will ban you if you're using one of the prohibited mods that they have. Specifically, one called with the exact name of FreeCam, and something like 12 other mods. They are targeting the ability, targeting it by specific words that they have tied to them. So it's like, so yeah, what they do is they use an exploit so that as you're loading the game assumes you're filling out a sign, and it will autofill certain bits and pieces of information if it matches what um, is on their check system. If it matches, you get a message saying that it's not allowed, and if you and it will then log you out of the game so that you can disable it. If you attempt to log back in without disabling it, you get instantly banned on the second login attempt. So like the automatic totem and the automatic swap, totem add-on plugins, and auto inventory of life plugins and stuff like that. If you don't disable them on they may ban based on the attempt to get in if you don't disable them. So auto totem, big no-no. Inventory of life, better inventory life management, no. They don't want you to be automating your inventories for stuff, basically. Which, if people forget that they have them installed, might be a little annoyed at it. Simple deactivating it should be sufficient with most installations. Others, you have to create a separate installation to play, or just uninstall. What am I doing? Do, do, ba, do, 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 do. back. Oh, there's probably one thing that people assume that Donut will do, which is unlikely unless something happens to the database. Third season of Donut. Fresh new world. Yeah, no, they're more likely to expand the border than to force a complete reset on everyone. Honestly, it's probably easier. It would probably be easier in the short term to just do a reset of the seed that they're on than to expand. But in the long term, you kind of do need the additional space if you're gonna have a lot of people on it. Eventually, it's gonna go complete anarchy if you can't repair fast enough to and fill in blown up terrain. In fact, if I uh, understand it, the donut SMP actual spawn outside of the spawn location where you can go to get stuff at spawn, the actual world spawn is covered similar to 2B2T on the roof of the world. People went in and put obsidian at world height. Perpetual darkness when it comes to that, outside of when the sun is setting. So yeah, based on the complaints I read, people would people rather have a reset over expansion if you're gonna let people grief. And then there's the other crowd where they want the expansion because it'll slow down the griefing. The areas right in the random teleportation zones will still be griefable rather easily if people build there. But once the border expands and people go far enough away from the old world border to make bases, the only way to find them is if you stumble upon them or spend time dedicated flying around looking for surface bases and obvious dig holes. At least it'll give people the chance to make a surface base without it being griefed within a week. Because who wouldn't want easy access to animals for breeding? And honestly, making a villager trading hall would be much easier if you didn't have to dig down into the terrain and either move the villagers from a village yourself down into the hole, or wait for the mob spawns to make a, what was it, villager zombie that can be cured. Okay, I'm about halfway done on this floor. Okay. Oh, yay. You know how hard it is to build something all by yourself on Donut when you don't have a crew with this following the same design. But hey, building it on a separate server initially, or a local world copy, is saves so much hassle of trying to figure out where stuff is on the spur of the moment, sort of thing. Get to think where you want to place stuff as you do it, without being in a rush, hoping that no one comes and blows everything up on you. That's the most annoying part of the servers. You have so many people on it that's willing to just go and destroy over being friendly. I don't. That's the part of the donut server that I hate the most. The griefers who come on just to grief because they can. I don't mind the people who grief because they feel like they have to because something happened. It's more along the lines of the people who just do it because they can. Nice place. I hope you didn't spend a lot of money making it. It's gonna be blow up. It's gonna be blown up. You know, if it was just the people who comes by looking for stuff over the people who come by to profit and then blow up, I would have no big deal about that. Building, taking my time. The eventual cost of this to put on donut is going to be a bit more than I would expect. The quartz is cheap enough. Tough, maybe, depending on the day. The different colored frog lights, depending on what's happening, can be either cheap or expensive. Frog lights, okay. So no, mushroom lights. Okay, easy enough to get those ordered or filled in quickly. These rarely are cheap unless you consider recent prices. Just a minute, I need to get myself some more. Should have thought about that earlier. I'll be back in a minute. One more minute. I'll be one more minute. Alrighty. Got some water, some root beer. I'm good. Oh. Okay. Gotta. Let's see. Library. Folders. Q. Clear. Let's start from the beginning on the music. Music discs, by the way. Okay. What the crap? Why did I have to... Why do I have to stream? Oh, whatever. Let's see. Changing the stream title because I can. Didn't realize I accidentally reused the old title I was using whatever. But eyes. Okay, there we go. Updated my stream title and stuff. I forgot um, to double check what I was doing. Okay. So I'm down to that corner over there, and then okay. Yay. Okay. Okay. Red, red, red. I see red. Don't know why, but I see red. Do, 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 do. Roll call time. Who's here? And a roll call. And a mail. And a mail. Hot doggy dog, it's and a mail. Do, 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 ba, 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 ba. Downtown ladies sing their song, dude. Do, 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 ba, 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 da, ba, 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 da, ba, ba, ba. Do, 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 do. Okay. Hmm. 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 Do, do, ba, ba, do, 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 do. Ba, 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 do, 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 ba, do. Do, 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 do. Ooh, got that floor done with the with lava chicken. Okay, so how long have I been here between walking in and walk out for drinks and stuff? Oh, an hour and a half basically. Okay. Uh, let's see. When I do, if I do put stuff in on the floor, it's gonna have to be redone eventually. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Uh, okay. So, uh, just a minute. Home. It's gonna default me to survival mode in just a moment. Uh, yeah, I'm about to get kicked because of the too many packets issue. Uh, I was about to showcase why I was using light bulb and why over regular lights. Okay, let's switch back to creative so I can showcase why my last build with these lights. Okay, so this farm that I made, tiered level farming at its finest, above water. Let's pause this real quick. Uh, so this farm I built, with how it's designed, I would have had to either line everywhere with light blocks like these and rods or frog lights or whatever, or remove the roof. Or, third option, invisible light sources. Each and every single part of the farm is high enough that is covered with enough of these that I don't need to worry about them growing in slowly. And it's high enough that if you push the button here, it will interact with the invisible lights. Which is good. There's only a couple people that have access to these invisible light sources and on the server, and I chose to use it for this farm. And my other uh, the, the focus of the stream in the last several streams, these invisible light sources will be placed in certain parts of the build because of how annoying it would be to deal with the regular light sources for the largeness of the build. I'll be putting regular light sources along the walls and whatnot, but the areas where it would be impractical based on Minecraft mechanics, these get placed. See? Now you cannot unsee the fact that there's a bunch of invisible light all over the place on this build for the farm. I don't. I know I put some on that iron farm I've been working on. They're gonna all disappear as soon as I finish with the iron farm. Figured I might as well use them while I can. This is a much smaller build that I can actually put the lights in as soon as I finish the build. The regular lights, not the invisible ones. Because it was two right, one right here, one right there, two on the same other side. There's lanterns going down the stairs into the bottom part of this structure, along with recessed at the right there. So yeah, this will get the regular light block sources in as soon as this build is finalized. Been having issues with trying to get a iron farm to generate without spawners. A little annoying. I had it set up so that the golems would appear, but they wouldn't appear. So I'm trying to figure out what's the issue. More enough water and more enough height in this area. I had each villager based spawning point along the sides here so that they could pop up in the water and then go down. But nope. So I guess I have to remake and figure. Oh, clear out. Not remake. Clear out the top and add on and figure out how to get them to appear without having to get spawners. And no, this is not on peaceful. It's on hard. They should automatically appear. That's the problem. I had something like 40 villagers based around this, and no iron golem spawns. Okay. I don't know what to do. Eventually, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get them to spawn without being literally in the middle of a village. That or let me try something out. I'm gonna log into Java real quick. I'm gonna see if removing some. No, I don't have to log into Java. Remove claim flag. No monsters. Okay. Re-enabled monsters on this claim. Well, it's gonna take a minute, I guess. Might as well just start removing the light sources so that they can naturally spawn in. At least the zombies and whatnot. Initially I had on this, no, uh, uh, the allowance of the monsters spawning inside the claim. I couldn't figure out why the golems weren't spawning. Then I turned on the no monsters spawning for the claim so that while I'm trying to figure out the issue, I don't have to clear up the area. I had a zombie named and everything with villagers and beds and everything, and yeah, 20 villagers with 20 beds and workstations, a couple of zombies named, tagged, 5 days of waiting for a golem to spawn, no golem. Not sure if it's a mechanic that came with the what was it? The mob spawner add-on that was added to the server, or what? If that if it's the that if that's the case, then the setting is rather aggressive. It won't let natural spawns of golems. There was a year and a half ago, roughly, I started using a resource or pack or whatever it's called for Bedrock that allowed you to have a lantern on you at all times. In your offhand. And I found out that the lantern was leaving behind invisible light sources. If you were going around in creative or using an elytra with the thing in your offhand, confused the heck out of me, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me how many of these I had to destroy because I didn't know it was that bugged out. So we already have skeletons spawning, that's good. Another day, another dollar, I guess. I'm gonna have to figure out the issue on another day. Might as well get rid of the light bulbs right now, so that I could see the thing and see the flag system working on the claim. Okay. I'm gonna have to replant the carrots I flooded. Oh, and OCW, where are you? I hope you're here, OCW. Where did I put the... Oh, there it is. Alright. Don't know who is here. I asked for a roll call earlier. No one responded. Okay. I guess no one's on outside of the people that are watching casually. What the crap? That got a little laggy there. Live participants. Okay, just the two of. Okay, there we go. I think. Might as well 4 stacks for one linked. Alright, this one. I guess it's you and me, King Shamer, and no one else wants to admit who's here. So I used 4 stacks. Which one did it pull from? Huh. Okay. I guess I pulled out. I put back in just enough to cover what I took out. I'll be back in just a minute again. Okay. Two, three. Come in.
Want some?
No. Okay, so manually place these. I wonder. I wonder. GP, are you watching me while you're streaming? If you are, say so and reply on your stream. He's too much into Diablo 2, okay. Could have sworn someone talking to him outside of his brother was gonna get him to respond. So FYI, he does occasionally pop up into my streams. I just haven't seen him actually say anything recently. There we go. The ceiling's lit up without any noticeable gaps. Okay. Ooh, look at the Spinosaurus. Alright, let's see. You know, I was going to just keep streaming until I filled in all the walls to this. At this point, I don't know if I'm going to finish it in one stream. Unless I just keep streaming, regardless of what I do. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. Oh. You know what? Don't know if I'm gonna. Let's have a little bit of fun with this. Okay. Alright, so at this point I might as well call it and I'll be doing other stuff outside of the stream. I hope you all are having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Thank you for tuning in.